All right. So I'm going to make things go live here in a second, but I have to plug things in.
So it started?
Yeah, that's about right. It's about what's supposed to happen. We're on.
Oh.
They can hear you. So don't say anything rude to Lewis.
This is the super secret channel?
It's a super secret channel.
Deluxe?
They're wondering.
No, watch live Overland Bound.
They're
Got the notice.
they're watching. They're wondering if the screen is going to change and they're actually going to see video. So don't say anything rude.
Okay. Hey,
all right.
We're back. We're trying again. Take two.
Hey.
No, but no.
Hey, what's going on?
We planned those.
We totally planned this, you guys. Okay, here we go. Shall we? Should I turn on the video now?
Yes, go ahead.
All right. I'm going to turn on the video in hey, Lewis, what's going on? I'm going to turn the video on in 3, 2, 1. So exciting. Hey, you guys, what's going on?
I think
Nice to
lighting's
see you.
better too.
You think the lighting's better? How
I
does
don't
my
know. Justice, if Justice comes back, wait.
I did my hair for this broadcast, you guys. Hey, good to see you guys. Hello.
As soon as
Lewis,
I see-
what's going on? Blake, what's going
As soon as I
on?
see Justice in the chat, I'm going to ask him or her
Sean, Jeff,
what they think of the lighting.
Austin.
Second time is always... What are you
David.
talking about, Austin? This is our first
Austin?
one of the day.
What are you talking about?
What?
Austin, we have not seen you guys
Steve,
today. This is the first time.
Oh, hey.
Steve-O, what's going on, man?
John, I got coffee.
Yep. We're very glad to be here. We tried to pick a time that was appropriate the second time round for Australia.
Utah root beer. Deja vu.
It's our secret.
Lewis.
What's going on, you guys?
Lewis is on.
Hey.
You should jump right into Lewis and Steve and Blake.
Yeah.
And all these guys.
You
and
guys.
what we're doing here right now.
You guys do jump right in. I picked.
You jump in.
You want me to jump in?
Yeah, about Lewis and
Yeah.
Steve and Blake and
You guys, hello.
Hi.
It is nice to almost be talking to you guys again. We got some questions from Lewis from our Australian members, and you guys, please, during this entire broadcast, like I said, the whole goal today was to pick a time that's a little bit more friendly. I know it's in the future for you guys, but Australia and New Zealand.
9
Hello there.
9 a.m.
Good morning. Good morning with your coffee. Please ask us any questions that you guys would like to. We're glad to be talking to you in a little bit more
What's up, Jack?
real time. Hey, Jack, what's going on?
I see you, Jack Walsh.
What's going on? So for other folks who have not heard this before, I used to go to Australia on a fairly regular basis, and I was fortunate with my last position to be able to go there about once a quarter and hang out with Lewis and my friends over there, Blake and Steve-O, and we went to Condamine Gorge, and we went to try a few different tracks, which was always awesome. It was great for me to experience. I haven't been back in way too long, right? And yeah, Blake rescued my mobile phone.
Oh, that's
went
right.
Went above and beyond the Call of Duty because I left it someplace, and I think I called Blake.
You guys had him drinking that Australian beer.
Bundy.
It was
No, it was Bundy's. We went we had that Bundy rum. That's what it was. I forgot my name for 3 days.
It was drinking. You guys are a bad influence.
It was fun. So hey, yes, Blake was a hero. Actually, I think I called in a panic, and he was like, "I'm already on my way back," and I couldn't believe it.
It was under the passenger seat.
Yes, it was indeed.
Okay.
Hey, but on topic, one of the questions that we got was when are we gonna go back, and where are we gonna go? Was one of the questions. John B, hello. Lewis, I see you there. Brad, Adrian, what's going on? Devilish. I'm scared.
That Pendleton, Oregon, Dean.
What's going on? We like to say hello. Ask your questions in the comments. We are watching it. We got this monitor here with the chats on there, so we see your guys' questions.
Okay, so it's when is the head honcho coming back over? It's all interesting, I guess.
Yeah, Corey, when are you going over? Head honcho?
As soon as the world
Yeah. Well,
comes to a
let's
amicable
let's
end to this
yes.
situation.
Let's say current global situation notwithstanding, right? As soon as we can, it's high on the list of priorities. We very much want to come back to Australia. I want to share some of the things that I've seen, as well as in person, introduce Corey to some of the crew that's over there in Australia. You guys are awesome.
Let's go over and then do our 14-day quarantine in like Lewis's like driveway.
Sweet.
Like,
We'll just like put a tent up in
right
Lewis's
on his
driveway,
front porch.
and we'll just be hanging out there.
Like, hey.
So it is something that we want to do, and I have to say, what part of Australia are we going to visit? Well, wherever we visit, it has to include, Queensland, Brisbane, Australia as a sort of a base, because of course we want to see the folks that we know, but then tour around. We'd love to go and see maybe more of the interior. But something that you guys might not know is that here in California, you can drive on the beaches, but you have to go. There are very few places where you can actually drive on the beaches, and Noosa Beach and Fraser Island and the other areas that you have there are absolutely amazing to go out there and drive. And so I'd love to see that again, maybe down the Gold Coast, but also in the interior. And I'd love for us to be there for 2 weeks would be great. So we could do a little bit longer term travel would be awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, if you see us looking over this direction, it's because this is where we see our chat.
It's because I'm trying to think of what to say.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm kidding.
We did want to hit some Australia questions head on. One question that you guys have is shipping costs and time for merch and stuff is ridiculous from the U.S. Can you or your representatives explore options for local businesses to supply OB branded materials? The answer is absolutely yes. Hey, what's up, Neil? Yes. We're doing that in Europe currently, and we're also we're looking at different regions where membership is growing, and yes, it is absolutely a pain to get a package over a border for stuff reasons and things. So we're going to try and solve that. Yeah,
and shout out to Lewis again too. I mean, he's like, hey, we should figure this out.
Yeah.
And we agree. You guys can imagine just the process of finding a local provider to do the embroidery and the patches and the things is a process. But that's what should happen, right? Is that we find a local provider so that it's not an import, and we can handle it in that way. It brings down the duties. It brings down everything, costs
Blake,
for sure, and shipping.
Please read Blake's comment.
Haha. My DUT. I did. Hey, so there's something that's funny. Yeah, the things that are not swear words in Australia that you would never say here, and vice versa. I learned some lessons. We're not going to go through it now.
No, you all curse like sailors.
Oh, here's the other thing. Can I say another thing about Australia that I needed that I need to acknowledge? All right, that I had to learn, because when you're doing water crossings, Lewis, you guys tell me, how many water crossings did we do in one day? Tell us in the chat. You're doing all of these water crossings, and you're taking your vehicle, especially if it's a rented overland rig or touring vehicle. You're doing all these things in your vehicle, and you're asking people with local knowledge. 14. So 14 water crossings in a day. You're doing these things, and so you ask your friends who live in Australia and are familiar with the terrain, you ask them a question. And let me compare and contrast California with Australia response. So in California, if an off-roader says to another off-roader who lives in California, they say, hey buddy, I'm thinking about heading up into the Sierras. What should I know? What should I be careful about? the response will be, oh, dude, if you've never been on that trail, you need to be super careful. The rocks, they're as big as Sasquatch, and they will jump out of the bushes in front of your truck and try and smash your fenders. It is treacherous. Body damage likely, okay? So if you like the way your rig looks, then you might not want to go on that trail, right? Meanwhile, it's like a little bumpy road, right? Now in Australia, it can actually be treacherous. You ask them what you should look out for, and y'all are like, no worries, mate. It's good. I learned that. You gotta be careful or specific. It's all good. No worries. That's my tale.
It's good. That's good.
That's a good yarn.
Yeah.
But it's true.
We
just know if you visit Australia, you got to be specific.
We gained.
And no worries, you'll be up to your passenger door window in water. No worries.
We gained 20 more viewers while you were telling that.
While I was spinning that yarn.
You did.
All right.
You got him hooked.
I'm sure they said, "Hey, Michael's spinning a yarn.
Yes.
Go and check it out."
Yes.
That didn't happen.
All right. Well, hey, what's up? What's up, RSG?
So
you know who you are. Not a yarn.
Do we have any
full weave?
full weave. Hey, do you guys got any questions? Any questions that you guys have? Please bring it, you guys.
Hey, there was a comment. Outback Images. They're an OB chapter in Oz. Never knew that. A great person to talk to is Lewis, SUV Touring. He is.
Yep.
He holds down a lot for us out there, and his crew, Blake, Steve, like just a really great group of people who
get connected. They're awesome.
Yeah.
Yep.
They're always doing something.
So
M70 Hornet. Hey, what time is it?
Hey, what's going on?
It's
M70 Hornet. What's up?
About, man?
So Australia has all the cool rigs.
Yeah.
First time I went there, I was like, I got whiplash because I was looking at all the awesome built rigs. Like here in the U.S., they're considered Overland rigs. We label them Overland rig because they got the snorkel and the bull bar and
it's just how they roll.
Blah blah blah. Well, in Australia, that's the family grocery getter. It's just like that's
what you do.
That's what you got. Oh, to that end, 2 years before the Ranger was released again, the Ranger was released in the United States, right?
Oh, hey.
Precision.
Hey, Precision.
Photonic devices.
It's a lovely
Thank you very much.
It's a lovely sticker.
It's a great sticker. So 2 years before the Ranger was re-released in the United States, I was over in Australia, and guess what I saw on the curb? Hold on, let me show you.
What are you doing?
I saw this bad boy. This is in Australia in Brisbane. That bad boy. That's a Ford. I don't know why Ford was holding out for so long, shipping them to the U.S., but they were, rolling in the Outback 2 years prior to that coming to the U.S. They get all the cool rigs. I'm just saying. I have other pictures to show as well. But the thing is, I need to drag it over me, so I'm not blocking.
Yeah, it looks like the Ford had an interesting positioning, sir.
Why?
This blitz is completely blocking me.
I know. I need to put it over.
The setup's getting really fancy, though.
I need to put it over.
It's really getting fancy.
Yeah, but you know what? Anyway, we have technology that will increase your screen size if we need to show more pictures.
Can you?
Oh yeah. Yeah, here we go. All right, other questions? Other questions from Australia?
Oh gosh, Neil, you emailed me, and I have something for you. And if you can just email me again, but send it to my direct email, not info at. No, that picture, I hate that picture so much.
You and I have.
But Neil, hit me up on my Home Skillet Corey email. I have something set aside for you. It's very specific.
So you and I talk about going to Australia because clearly I was going to Australia.
Yeah.
Talk about some of the things that you might want to see.
Oh, I mentioned earlier.
Not see.
Yeah, it's what I don't want to see. And that is, in general, what I've heard is that y'all use rooftop tents, not because you think they're cool, but because they actually keep you off the ground, because the ground is like full of things that could possibly kill you.
Everything on the ground wants to kill you.
Yes. Yeah.
Especially in northern Australia. That's what I hear.
Yeah. So, I mean, other than that, also oh my God, the flies.
Here you go. I have to show you guys this. Okay, hold
situation.
on. So this gentleman, this is my good friend. His name is Steve Wetherill. I'm going to try and move it.
No.
Hold on.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Just block me. Yeah, it's fine.
Here,
no,
here. Look. See, I can do
that.
that. Are you guys dizzy over there?
That.
So this is Steve. This is when we were visiting, and if you stopped for 30 seconds, this started to happen. And I showed this picture to Corey, and she was like, nope. Now Steve is our CTO. You guys know we just released the app and that technology. Steve's a CTO. He's been over there to Australia with me, which is awesome. And yeah, so this was just a situation that Corey would like to avoid if at all possible.
I'm just being dramatic. It's demolished. Rooftop tents are just easier, but they're not a necessity. All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Sure.
That does bring, Adrienne is bringing up a good point. That
Okay.
was also on our list that Kent and Lewis put together, which was, how are we doing? So we're based in the U.S.
Yes.
We got our imperial metrics and things we like to measure with that are all feet and miles.
Yep.
Then we have the rest of the world, which is sane, using the metric system. And then also points of interest specific to them. So how are we handling, or what's on the roadmap for getting international points of interest? Mm-hmm. International to us, right? But local points of interest for our international members.
Yep.
And then the measuring systems.
Right. So eventually what we'll do is that the measuring system will be OS dependent. That's our way to handle it on the mobile app side. It's not right now, and so it's probably annoying. But in the near future, it will be OS dependent. So if you have it set to the metric system, then your units in the app will be metric, and if you have it set to imperial, it will be imperial. On the website, when you guys create rally points and things of that nature, you can set whether you're displaying things in kilometers or miles. But the app, it makes sense for that to be OS dependent. And that goes for time too. Like if you have your phone set for 24-hour time, then in the app things will be in 24-hour time as well. So that's coming up in the near future, but it's not right now. And in terms of the points of interest, so two things for that. The highest level is that we will work with local members to get databases and data sets that are publicly available to bring into the app. An example in the United States is that the Bureau of Land Management makes its boundaries publicly available, so you know when you are traveling on Bureau of Land Management public land. So we would get the similar data from other countries that is publicly available to import into the app. And so a lot of that's going to come from our directors and our members in other regions. They need to reach out. We'll do some due diligence on our part, but you guys probably have local knowledge about things that are really helpful for you guys that we can import. And then the second part of that is user-generated content. So you can, right now with the app, you can, if you go to the resource tab on the map, you'll see a little plus sign. You can say plus, and you can add a point of interest on the map. You can also select whether it's public or it's private as well. So if you want to save your own locations, you can save your own locations. But if you want to make it public to other Overland bound members, you can choose public. So adding local points of interest for members, you can do in the app now as well. And huge roadmap in front of us. So we're going to be constantly improving the app. So a huge roadmap in front of us that includes navigation, that includes mapping, recording your tracks, and things of that nature.
Some stuff. We have Damian McCornack. Hey guys, I may have misunderstood, but is the map only for paid members?
Let's see. So the map is what is true on the website will be true in the app. So yes, that is correct. Certain aspects of the map are open. So rally point, our rally point events, rally point locations, event locations, that is open to the public. But the map has member information on it, and that includes the member tab. So you click on the member tab and you can see where all of our members are. For that reason, we prefer that people are, for that reason and other reasons, we prefer that you're a member to access that information. Simple answer is yes.
Steve-O, why even have private as an option? Isn't the idea to share the information?
Yes, absolutely. But we find that within the community, people have lots of different takes on that, and it's personal to them. So philosophically, it is one of Overland Bound's founding principles to share information, but some folks don't want to share certain locations or things that are special to them, and so we do provide the option. What we find is that most people want to share those locations with fellow adventure travelers, but we're not eliminating the possibility to save something as a private location.
C. Birkenbile, if we are a member, when will the map roll out? The map is available on desktop and the Overland Bound 1 app.
Yep.
It's there, it's ready to go. If you are not seeing it, or you're getting it grayed out, or it says you don't have access to it, all you need to do is send an email to info@overlandbound.com. I can very quickly get you set up and make sure your account is ready to go. Like, I'm literally just living in that inbox right now. You could send it right now and I'd get you set up. There you go. That's the Overland Bound promise. Such a dork.
Yeah, so on the app, you can access the resource map and the rally. There's tabs along the top: member map, resource map, and rally point map. Currently, we're building out the trail tab, so that's in progress. Many things on the map are in progress now.
Yeah, it's basically it. Do you have another picture you're gonna share?
Oh, well, I was just gonna share. This was on. Let's see. I have to mess around with little annoying windows. And this is from my. Was this the last trip? I don't know if this was my last trip, but this is the crew. This is what on one of those days we were doing the 14 water crossings. This is along Condamine Gorge. This was awesome. We had such an awesome time, and ended up camping out with folks. Really cool. It was amazing. Amazing terrain. Quite a variety of terrain, and of course. The most basic rig in this lineup is cooler than most rigs that I see day to day.
All right. Yes. Hey, Blake. We'll put it out there too. Rally Queensland is they've got a rally going on at Sundown National Park, October 3rd, 4th, and 5th. So, Utah Root Beer. If you go to the Apple Store or the Google Play Store. Just make sure you have the latest version of Overland Bound 1 on your phone. If you had Obi Talk, you have to go in and manually update to get it to go to Obi-1.
Best bet is just to delete your current app and reinstall, and then it'll be more graceful going forward.
Yeah.
I
can't type.
Let's see. Where's? Yeah, that was my last trip. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Fond memories there.
Good call. SUV touring, Lewis. If you are wanting just more information in general about the Australia-New Zealand crew, Louis, Luis at overlandbound.com. He's awesome. Everybody
awesome.
Needs a Louis.
He's pretty awesome. He's pretty awesome.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Hey, what's going on, Eric?
Do we have other questions? Do we go through them all?
Austin has one. Once we can record trails, will those be shareable for all?
You can. It'll be the same thing. You'll have the option. You can mark it as your own trail, or you can make it public. And yes, they'll be displayed on the map. So the first release had the points of interest. We are very close to releasing the first trails on the trail tab, and so that'll be available. And again, any trail that is publicly available. The neat thing about it is that it's easily accessible. You'll just be able to go to that tab and look, and you'll see all the trails.
And precision photonic devices. Can we share our current location with other users?
Very soon you will be able to, but you can't do it today. You can't do it today. You will be able to do that very soon. Yes.
Okay, this is the important question. And
yes, let's have it.
This is the question that I appreciate being asked. Our drawer system. Yeah.
So I talked to Parnell a little bit earlier this week, and he's doing work at a family property, and he's going to be back probably next week.
Great.
And we'll get back into the shop. It'll look a little bit different. We'll be wearing our masks. We probably should anyway because, well, sawdust and a shop.
Yes.
But anyway, it'll look a little bit different, but we're going to finish up the drawer system. I'll be releasing videos so you guys can get some inspirational ideas about your own build. So we're going to be picking that up very shortly.
Any drop bear photos to show me? What's a drop bear?
Yep. Got a drop bear. Right. Hold on.
Those koalas?
Hold on. Oh no, you got to be careful of drop bears.
What are they?
Here's a drop bear. Hold on. You ready? All right. I got a photo of a drop bear right here. I don't think anybody's ever seen a drop bear. So here you go. There it is. There's a drop bear. You'll see him in his natural habitat. And
I get it. I know that you all are roasting Louis. What's a drop bear?
It's just a thing.
Is that
drop bears are? It's an indigenous.
Go on like Australian Urban Dictionary and find out something that's going to make me.
Yeah,
blush.
Yeah. We'll move along. Okay. Moving on.
Okay.
All right. Hey, did we go through our question list? Louis, are there any other questions that we might be able to hit for the community there? Love to be able to answer any questions you guys have. It's fun hanging out with you guys. Thank you for joining us.
I'm gonna Google drop bear now. I'm gonna be upset. Here we go.
That's right. Cecil, it does. Absolutely. There you go. Doesn't matter where you drive. It does matter where you're driving. Absolutely. Okay. Be prepared. Be safe.
Kent is texting. Oh.
Great.
We already answered it, Kent.
We answered it, Kent.
Yep. Kent will ping us via text during these live things, and it cracks me up because he should just come into the chat and talk with everybody, but
he's very private.
He's bashful.
Let's see, where else would we like to visit? We did cover it a little bit, using or being around the Brisbane area, Queensland as a base, and then possibly doing a longer duration loop. I know that you guys have made recommendations about a potential loop that we could do that we never got the opportunity to do. But it'd be great to make a week-long trip. Would be fantastic. That would give us starting in Brisbane, that would give us. Corey's looking up drop bears. That would. That would.
Is it gonna like show? There we go. There you go. There's an artistic interpretation of a drop bear.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Using Brisbane as a base and then doing some kind of loop would be fantastic. Of course, we want to travel to other parts of the country as well. Mm-hmm. But I think the first time we go back, we'll need to use Brisbane as a base of operations. Say hello to everybody, yes. Revisit with everyone, and then go on a bit of a loop.
Aaron Snellius, is there a director for New Zealand? We have a member rep, yes?
Yes.
Yes. Again, Lewis, Luis, at overlandbound.com, SUV touring. We have a couple of groups and whatnot in the region, but we definitely, there's only artistic interpretations because no one ever survived meeting the drop bear.
That's right. All right.
If you didn't have a winch, would you install a second battery or use a battery generator? It's from Utah Root Beer.
I would probably choose to install a second battery if I had my choice. I just like the idea of that setup a little bit better. That would be my choice, and it's a little bit specific for my build too, because the FJ80 is available around the world, and it's available right-hand drive, left-hand drive, and because of that, it's available in Australia. There's a battery tray that fits both the left and right-hand side of the engine compartment. So by moving a few things around, you can get a battery tray for the passenger side location, and it's just about a factory fit. So it's a real clean dual battery setup in the FJ80. So I'd probably go that route. Yeah. Fraser. I'd love to go to Fraser Island. Morton. I'd love to do that. I've never done either. I did Noosa Beach, which was awesome. Really great drive on Noosa Beach. I'd love to do that. G'day.
From Ipswich,
Queensland. Right on. Hey, how's it going?
New member, loving this group of awesome people.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Welcome to the crew. All right.
This is nice. It's a mellow group. I like it when
they're
we're all a little bit.
Well, it's because we got them at morning time, so we got them sometime between coffee's kicked in and beer o'clock. So.
Beer o'clock.
Right on.
All right.
Okay. Let's see.
You're pulling up more.
More
photos
for some folks here. So
the answer to that, Damien, is you can just get you can just join with a digital membership, and then there are options to also get the vehicle emblem. It's up to you. It's pretty straightforward. I feel like we've just been so focused on getting this app live. Our entire world has revolved around it, so it's refreshing to talk to people about it.
Yeah.
And
this is on the route up to Condamine Gorge. I don't know
nice.
What image you have in your head when you think about Australia, but there's some very lush, awesome areas in Australia. There's some jungle just around Queensland. It's like desert, ocean, jungle, lush forest, rivers. It's super diverse there.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Hey, no problem, Damien. And then Neil, if you're still on, I just got your email.
I saw your question, Blake. I don't have
Thank
that.
you.
I don't have that. I don't have that queued up.
Yeah. Hey, Nomad Overland. Haven't seen your name in a while.
I was taking this picture, and Blake was taking a picture, and I have the anyway.
Yeah.
It's a good thing we didn't create a wormhole or anything like that with that.
Yay.
It's awesome. Yeah.
Can you close this?
Oh, you want me to close this?
Yes, I can see more of the chat.
All right. So I think
what a lazy
is that about
Friday, Saturday, right?
Yeah. They're in the future. They're from
I said Saturday.
They're from the future.
Inception.
Yep. All right.
Okay. Let me see. I think people in the forest up north. That sounds nice, Austin, to be up in a northern forest of Arizona.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, there's Kent. Hey, everybody. Kent came to the chat. He's not texting me anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, Kent Reynolds.
Kent is our executive director, and he works with all of our regional directors.
And he barks at us and tells us what we need to do.
He barks at us and tells us what to do.
What to do.
And what needs help.
Anyways. All right.
All right, you guys.
I think this is good.
Yeah, let's wrap up. If there's any further questions, we'll answer them if you guys have them. We're gonna wrap up here. Hit me up on our forums, or if you have the app. I'm Michael. Hey, here's a pro tip. We're fixing this.
Okay.
But on the homepage, the search icon, you can search for people by their forum name. But currently, it only returns complete results. So if you start typing in Michael without typing in my full name, it will not return Michael. You have to type in Michael, and then it will return, and then you can hit me up. And
fixing that,
yeah.
right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay, good.
It's top of the stack, folks.
Yeah.
Top of the stack.
Hey, Nomad Overland. Next week we're gonna start back up again. We're just waiting on a few things to settle down, and then we'll be in the shop, appropriately distanced and masked up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Do you guys, Lewis? Do you see my picture? See my picture?
That's the one.
They sent me that picture.
Yeah, the drawer
Right,
system is gonna be great. We can't wait.
It's gonna be really cool. And then
some dope photos.
Yep, stats the drawer system. So probably on our first trip after this quarantine thing, this first trip, we will. You guys know it's aggressive. So we're still first trip. We're gonna have that drawer system.
Yep,
it's gonna be awesome.